today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. Set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo, first down. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. On the give, this is Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 60 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success. And we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On second down, it's Moss. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his 2nd season with the football team.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff running left is Gibson. A strong running. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. Open man here. Sims complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. To throw is Heineke. And that's caught left side. Seals-Jones with it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Four yards remain for 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Heineke. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Heineke. This is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's a run with Moss.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Ricky Seals-Jones and the rest of his offensive teammates heading back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
3rd and short yardage, Heineke.
He'll buy some time right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Heineke now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. On the handoff, it's Moss. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Saints who are out in front. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Justin Jackson with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. A handoff for Gibson. Shedding the tackle. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An even 100 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Heineke, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
56, the mark, boys. 56.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
56, right there, 56.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, a really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 116 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke, he'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Heineke. He gets it to Sims, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down now, it's Gibson, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's caught by Sims. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Heineke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 41, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
56 is my 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Beasley, got him on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tackle made by Chase Young. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Allen going to give it to Moss.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On the give, this is Singletary.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing. Heineke. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On the ground, it's Singletary. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Allen going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on second down. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Heineke to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack on first down, Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that, and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Rolling to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Singletary, a first down and more. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to,